I appreciate it.
Like lasagna.
Hi, I'm Adam C and welcome to the Max Power Reunion Show. I have brought my 350Z parked on their Helen Stanley stand with Hell's Cars Colt. So we're going to be checking out some artwork later and some proper 90s and noughties Max Power builds. There's some revolutions in the background. I'm very late, but here I am, kind of clean with the car. We're going to see what we can see at the show. It's massive. So we're heading to the main stage. We've got DJ Richie Don on set. I think we're going to do some car washing as well later on. Take a look at all the colours. So I think we're going to be watching these two cars get washed by some of the Max Power girls. So here they are, all the girls cleaning the car. The Sierra's particularly filthy, the IS200 not so much. People are crowding around it. This doesn't happen with normal car washes. I don't know what it is about this car wash that's particularly attractive. It's funny watching the people with the extra large lenses eyeing up their next shots and what they're going to photograph, I wonder. I don't think they're doing it as efficiently as I could. Do you think I'd have a go? I've left my bikini at home, so I don't think they'd allow me in. I hope they're using warm water. It is warm. Oh, good. So we're voting for the best girl. We're judging on technique and thoroughness on the cars and lack of swirls. And I think she's realised how to cast the most votes. Oh, look, someone's got a drone shot getting the aerial view, looking down on the car washing. Very clever there. So a big part of the Max Power scene was a lot of this. So we're trying to bring it back and show the crowds what it was like in the 90s and the noughties. Normally it takes me about an hour to wash a car. So far they're at 6 minutes. They're doing well. She's finished. I think he's finished as well. I did mention earlier, my car's not that clean. There's a 230 slot later. Oh, they're completely missing the car now. So, what a great introduction to the show. I was thinking my car is not clean in any way, and there's another session later on in the day. Maybe we'll get onto that in a bit. So we're going to look around at what cars are here. The Cavalier is fantastic. And we have an Escort Cosworth, the only one in the world with 19-inch Cosworth wheels. Oh, it sounds like we got a rev off. Almost set the grass on fire. Nothing to see here. And here's a car that I've only seen recently. I absolutely love it. 350Z inspired by the Nissan GT-R GT1 car. It's incredible. My favourite 350Z on the scene. Definitely fits in with the Max Power theme. But we're going to head from the main pen into the main building with some of the main cars. So let's see what we can see inside. So I'm going to struggle for loud music and copyright in here, but this is where the majority of the Max Power cars are. Some of the best cars in the show are here inside with the doors up. We've got Micras, 370s, Sierras everywhere. Corsa B, of course we'll see one. Ah, of course, there we go. Vauxhall Nova. It wouldn't be a Max Power show without one. And yet another Corsa B. Sparkly paint job as well. Multiple vents in the bonnet. The Peugeot 206 has all of the important requests today, and he's just down from a 205. That is absolute gorgeous. The 205 central exit exhausts. That is one of my favorites so far. Take a look at the interior of this Peugeot. You see a little bit of the engine, beefy front bumper. I don't know too much about what kit is what. I can just appreciate the look and the effort going into all of these cars at the show. We next have this Citroen Saxo, which is covered in alligator skin leather. We got the rose chrome on the Audi R8 and another high-vis R34 next door. It's so incredibly huge, this. That's another proper Max Power build with the backwards doors as well. Sound system inside, a lot of green. There you go. That's the appearance. And look at the Megane with the neons. He's bringing the neons back. Multicolored, matching the multicolored paintwork on the Megane convertible. Look at the front bumper of that. That's incredible. We got the PS13 Slighty with the hatch rear end and a Barbie walkie-talkie on its dashboard, which is just by a new lineup. We got King Kong and a pair of touring cars, the Laguna, the Volvo 850. Take a look at the MG. Oh, that is stunning. Next up, we've got the Peugeot 306 with leather inside the headlight unit. Angry headlights. We've got the rear opening doors at the back. fully detailed interior in leather once again. And a lot of these cars have been on driveways and they're making their comeback due to the Max Power Reunion shows. And this is why I love coming to them, because we're seeing cars that haven't been on the scene for decades. I've never even seen pictures of this Escort, Be Unique Max Power Escort with that legendary rear spoiler as well. We've got the Vauxhall Corsa up on jacks to show you the fuel tank underneath. Got another Corsa next door, and a lot of you will recognise this Astra with the rear-facing seats that swivel round to play PS2. There are the bike exhausts at the rear, and again, crazy sound system inside the Astra. We've got some Revolutions in the background. I think it's a Skyline, it sounds like one. I'm filming the two-tone Ford Orion next door to the Skoda Fabia. Golf GTI wheels, take a look at those canards on the front. Next to a Puma as well. I'm kind of distracted by the Revolutions from an R33, but also just as distracted by the Peugeots with the chrome wing mirrors, the chrome wheels as well, the vents that don't vent. This is what it's all about. Modified cars are just not like this anymore. This was so much better. It wasn't just off-the-shelf body kits. These were all handcrafted out of fiberglass. Every car was unique. I've never been so excited to see so many Vauxhall Corsas at a show, and Novas of course. We've got the Clio with neons. There's a Premier Estate. Oh no, I've been spotted. I'm gonna have to go up to this. I wanna look at the car. This is cool. I like this. Oh, you've got the boost gauges. Is it boosted? No? Good. Yes. Which car is yours? I'm just going to sign a car. I like the lasagna appreciation sticker. I appreciate.
Really like lasagna.
Am I signing under the bonnet, am I?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Is it actually your car?
Yes.
I need to make sure you're not just telling me to sign some random's car.
Anywhere on the bonnet, man.
Oh, that is not my signature. Okay, I'll just Adam C. I'll do another one. That's the signature. There you go. And check out the Seat Cupra. Massive spoiler on the rear, so many canards and parts. Now he's not got a steering wheel, that can't help. Take a look at the front, there you go, more canards on the Cupra. Of course we've got the Max Power Fiesta that we've seen at multiple shows as well. Look at the Escort. I almost didn't recognise that front end. That looks, is that like a Mark V bumper? Also got the Sierra Sapphire Cosworth in the Castrol livery next door. Next up we've got the beefy E36 Compact with neons and wheels next around the pink Civic, and we've probably got my favourite Celica on the scene. A lot of work and effort has gone into this one next door to another Astra. So many blue lights under the bonnet and through the grille. Intercooler, oh, it would be boosted. So it's powered by Saab turbo engine in the Astra. And you thought there would be no Renault 5s, of course there are. Check out the Fiat Coupe as well, hadn't noticed that earlier. And further around the green Vauxhall Vectra next to another Sapphire. Got the Golf as well. This one also with a full custom leather interior, even a leather gear shifter and handbrake to match. And I'm just about to sign another car. We're back at the E36 Compact. What, signing the bonnet?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, mate.
It is definitely your car, you're not just a mate. He's going to come back and think, okay, here, you sure?
Yeah, that's fine.
There you go.
Perfect.
Lovely, thank you. But here is an overview of the main hall. So many cars on display. I've never seen so many, and there's some behind that wall and on the top balcony. So we're going to look at these, but take a look at all of the colours. And that's what I love about the Max Power scene, because there's so many colours. Like, Fiat have stopped making grey cars. Well done, Fiat, because grey's boring. There are a few grey cars down there, I'll be honest, but this is my favourite show. So first up, we have a Volkswagen Tiguan on air rise, and even a Bentley Continental GT with a Vans body placed on top, just down from this Seat Leon. We see a lot of events, as well as a Mark V Supra once again on the floor. But we've entered the next hall. There's a lot of cars here. These have been on the scene for a few years. We've seen these at more regular events that I've been to, although I do not recognise this. We've got the Acos Peugeots that I'm looking forward to seeing, but first, let's see if I can recognise the car. Is it a Rover? It's a, I think it's a Rover. Oh no, I was wrong, it's a wagon. That is the most modified Rover I have ever seen, and I am absolutely in love with it, as is the alien in the back. Can someone tell me what rear lights they are? They look like S2000, but they're not. Or maybe they are. No, they are. And we talk of colour, check out the pearl in the paintwork of this Saxo, just down from the Clio with the neons and the completely smooth front end. Love a smooth front end, reverse facing doors, you've got the hinges at the back and then smooth rear as well. These are the rear lights, they're no longer there. That's it, completely smoothed. What is this? Got the Escort Cosworth leaving already. Goodbye Escorts. We've got yet another Corsa. Check out the rims. Oh yes, they are chrome. Sound system in the back. It's a similar format, but no car is the same. Lambo doors once again on the Fiesta. But in this next section, we have the Peugeot specialists Ecos, with some cars that again have not been seen for years. A V6 inside the 306, just down from probably another favourite of mine. It's it's three-tone. You got the cream, the kind of darker brown, and then an even darker brown at the rear. Of course, a matching roof box as well, and multiple spoked wheels. I'm not going to try counting, I'm guessing about 146. There's revolutions from the V6 306, but this is special. You may be able to tell from the shape of that rear end. This is a 306 saloon, but it's been turned into a coupe. They've completely removed the rear door, so it's a two-door coupe 306. Once again, who does that anymore? That is absolutely unbelievable, the amount of work going into that car, full custom paintwork, and it's still here on the scene. Talking of more Peugeots, we've got nitrous oxide in the back of the orange Peugeot 206, and that points us in the direction of a convertible 206cc. And next up, we've got liquid yellow on the three-door Peugeot 206, and then we have a five-door Peugeot 206. Again, smoothed front end. I love the Ecos cars. Another brown car, this one. My favourite is definitely the 208 SW estate car. That is very special. But that's not all. We have more Peugeots to look at. There is a Peugeot 205, of course, a 1.9 litre 205 GTI, and E36 rear lights on a Peugeot 309 with square exhausts that are definitely, look, there you go, fistable. So an earlier Peugeot on the scene, but still with similar modifications, Sparco seats and a stripped out interior too. But just beyond, we have the first 106 of this section in midnight purple. And finally, another Peugeot 205, this one with neons. Check out that interior once again. Come around, we've got the roll cage in the back, of course, JVC sound system. Unbelievable, quad pipes too. And somehow I didn't notice another 205 in a vibrant green. But as much as I don't want to leave the hall because these are some of the most exciting cars I've seen in a long time, I need to go back to my car because I need to get it washed. But first, let's stop by the 6 exhausts at the back of the Fiesta. I don't think they're connected. I can see an exhaust pipe there, not sure about in there. They look the part. They're not. They are, all 6 of them. All 6. Apparently all 6 are connected. Let's see. Oh no, there we go. There are 6 exhausts. But we've accidentally stumbled into this other warehouse room. We've got a BMW undergoing a photo shoot. The only other car in this room, however, is an Audi A4 in the style of a touring car. That is another absolute favourite of mine of the day. Yellow headlights too. So we're back outside and there's some MCing going on the stage. So we're going to have a little look around outside before I get my car washed. So we got the Lexus IS 200 drift livery, and another unsuspected hero of the day is this Ford Focus Saloon. So you got the Cosworth wheels on the car. We got Focus RS seats, but kind of in tweed. Further up, we got the Joker themes MG ZR and a BMX next to it, which at the front has some yellow spotlights placed around the front end. Got the green tint on the window as well. White wheel in the world too. We got the work in progress Saxo and the Nova that's eaten an intercooler for the VXR unit inside. And next around, a Mark 1 Ford Focus with a bit of a rally inspired kiss on it and livery. Rear wing as well, tinted rear lights. Something about that I really like. We've got the Mark II and 2.5 Focus STs all along there that we see at most events as well. And just by the 350Z in the best colour, we've got this duo of Volvos. I'm going to take a look at this wide arched Volvo estate. I mean, it's got the wide arches on the front, and then round the rear we've got a ladder up to its spoiler. How about that? Check out its diffuser as well. It's not quite the colours of its next door neighbour, but side pipes. It's got side pipes too. So I feel like I need to create excuses as to why it needs a clean. So got a bit of bird dirt there, that needs wiping off. The exhaust will create a bit of blackness. I mean, the front wheels, there you go. Is that not a sign? Definitely needs a clean. Let's do it. It's a fantastic service that they provide, car washing inside the show. I didn't have time to clean it today because I came quite last minute. So the stage antics are just coming to an end. The crowd needs to get out of the way for my car to come through. I think the girls are already in place. So here I am in place. The Max Power girls are getting ready to give it a sparkling clean. We've all got to vote who is the best at washing cars out of all of the Max Power babes. That's the goal of today. That's why we're here. It's scientific purposes. Okay, I think we're good to go. I haven't put 20p in the machine yet. I've told them to pay particular attention to the rear end because of the bird dirt on the back. We've got the flies all over the top of the car as well. It is yellow, attracting all of the attention. There we go. The wrap is being beautifully caressed by the Max Power girls all the way around. People pay good money for this. No playing on the job. They're completely distracted. Straight lines, not swirls. Well done. Under the wiper. Yeah, I know, thank you. I think there's someone sat inside the... Yeah, there's 2 people sat inside the 300C.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance.
Just missing a bit here, just around there. A member of the audience has joined in. I'm not going to do that. Oh no, he's brought his missus on.
I've got my own issues. I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you. Just go get your own tissue. I feel like I'm losing my mind.
But there we have it, the clean 350Z. A few studs here and there, but I don't think I'm in a place to complain. So after the expert job on my 350Z, I'm back at Helen Stanley's stand, and I've just noticed some twin-engine beasts. I presume they've got an engine in the front as well as in the rear. So the Renault 5 rear engine, and yep, there's an engine up front as well. Let's check out the Corsa B around the front. We've got the Opel unit right there in place, and then just the same in the back, massive turbo on top. So this is an original Max Power car as featured in the magazines. It's got about 500 horsepower, so 250 in each engine. Then we've got the Corsa. It's been made a bit more recently. This engine is 600 brake, and the front one is also 600 brake, so 1200 brake horsepower in the Corsa, apparently. That's mad. So to conclude this video, we're at a section that we haven't yet been to, and tucked out the way is this E36 Touring. The kidney grille looks like it's from maybe an E65 series. Not entirely sure. The angle's not quite as it once was. Got the blue body kit all the way around. That's Touring. And no exhausts. Buckle up, I want to try something. Where is he? Oh, the exhaust. Is it? Surely not. The exhaust can't be blowing through the mesh. It looks like it could be. You've got rust and a loss of it. There's a hole into the boot. And take a look at the wing mirror, held on by 3 elastic bands and 4 cable ties. But to view an alternative part of the scene, R34 GTR with a Vectra, a fake taxi, and a pair of rat rods. You've got the Hyundai Monster Energy cans, Peugeot 108 with a little hot rod bike thingy in front of it, got scaffolding and tubes on the bonnet. That is crazy. Orange wheels, which are very brave. There's even like tubing on the side skirts too. You've got the metal panel there. Ladder up to all of the junk on its roof, more mesh and grills around. That looks like an old ironing board, and then more tubing at the rear. We've also seen this 108 many times before. Check out the interior. Wow, who would have thought a car that's what, 8 years old? Not even that. And it's been made into a rat rod. Boosted Civic just went boosting down the road. The roof scoop is actually a dustpan, and you got a little kind of snorkel and a filter on the top, probably where the exhaust exits. How fun. Oh, and we can't have Max Power without a door that's trying to shake its way off the car. What? That's crazy. And we finish with another Vauxhall Astra, this one with the most unique exhaust in the world. That is where the fumes come out of. That is an exhaust on the back of the Astra with the cogs all on display. Cars believing. There goes the Cavalier. Nagara Blue S4 is popping. And there he goes. So we finish off with another one of the Max Power Astras. But there goes the 1200 brake Corsa. You can see it drives. But now that the awards are being presented at the Max Power reunion, I am going to head home myself. What an unbelievable day. Thanks to Helen Stanley for hosting me on her stand, and for Max Power Reunion for putting on one of the best shows of the year. We need to bring back Max Power, not just Neons. The whole scene is just incredible, seeing all of these cars. There is a Ferrari here as well, unusually. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Follow me on all my social channels for where I post highlights, updates, pictures, everything. But for now, thanks for watching.